So the question is given, its mass is what? 50 kg. Body of mass is 50 kg. Lifted to a height is what? 20 meter. This is what h. So from the ground to the different levels are mentioned. Here the question is what? What is the concept linked with this? The concept is what? So that is what you say, it's an conservative forces, work done by conservative forces. Okay, so conservative force, it's a conservative force. So what is the work done by conservative forces in different cases? In different cases. So first one here, conservative forces. Conservative force means what? It's a work done by conservative force is equals to 0 in any closed one, right? Work done by conservative force is equals to 0. So work done by conservative force is equal to 0. It depends on what? It depends on vertical. Vertical means what? It depends on what? Vertical heights. Vertical height means what? It means vertical height means it depends on what? Initial and final positions. Okay, initial and final positions. Yes. So next one is independent of path. It does not depend on the path. Now you check on this one. Okay, so the what the question has mentioned, this is what? One position. It's what? One position. Okay, this is another position. What is the height from here to here? The height is what? It's a 20 meter as a given. So this is the one position, next one another position. What is this one? 20 meter. So work done in this case, work done in this case, work done in this case, whatever that. So the work done W1 is equals to W2. So what is the ratio? The ratio is what? 1:1. A body is moving unidirectionally. So under the influence of a constant power is the given question. So this is what? It's a constant power. So for the constant power, power is constant. P is equals to constant. And its displacement in a time t is proportional to. So we can do first one. This is the concept is what? Concept is it's a power. Yes. Sir, what the formula I know about the power? So power P is equals to W by T. Power P is equals to F bar dot V bar. So instantaneous conditions. Power dimensional formula is what? Dimensional formula of P is equals to dimensional formula of W by dimensional formula of T. So any different cases we can do on this. So my best way I am choosing on this one based on dimensional analysis. So I want to write the dimensional formula. So what is the dimensional formula of power? Power P is equals to dimensional formula of W by dimensional formula of T. Yes, power P is equals to constant. This is equals to ml square T minus 2 by what? It's a T means what? It's a capital letter T. It's a dimensional formula. ml square T minus 3 is this. So this is the power. Now this is what? It's a constant, correct? This is a constant. Now I can say m also constant. So m also constant. What is talking about this? Distance and time. Distance and time means what? L square T minus 3 is equals to constant. L square, so proportional to 1 by T power minus 3. Yes, L square, so L means what? As the position. So I'm taking as like a x. Yes, so this is what? X square is proportional to T power 3. Yes, x proportional to what? It's a T power 3 by 2 is my answer. So what is this? X is proportional to T power 3 by 2. Option B is correct. A bullet of mass. This is mass of bullet. Okay. So fired with a speed of 100 meter per second. This is velocity of bullet. So on a plywood and emerges out. This is the final velocity. Final velocity. The percentage loss in kinetic energy. Definitely kinetic energy loses. Okay. So then what? First I'm choosing on this. This is based on work energy theorem. Okay. So what is the concept? The concept is what? Work energy. Okay. Work energy theorem. Yes, this is what based on work energy theorem. But first, what is the wooden block is mentioned? This is a wooden block. So here is the bullet is fired and this bullet emerges out. Its velocity initially it was moving like this one. Something distance is there, but no need to discussion about this distance. So I am talking about its mass is given 50 gram. Mass is 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3 kg with a speed of, so what is the speed initially? V1. V1 is equals to what? 100 meter per second. And V2. So what is the V2? Emerges out, it's a 40 meter per second. Yes. So the percentage loss in kinetic energy. Percentage loss in kinetic energy. So percentage loss in loss in kinetic energy. This is what percentage loss in kinetic energy. Delta Ke by Ke into what? It's a 100. So delta Ke by Ke into 100. Then how can you go for this one? This is what? Kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial by what? Kinetic energy initial into 100. Half mv2 square minus half mv1 square by what? Half mv1 square into what? 100. Half m common cancel. V2 square minus v1 square by v1 square into 100. So what is v2 square? So v2 is what? 40 square minus v1 square is what? It's a 100 square. So by what? It's a 100 square into what? 100. So this is what? This is equals to 40 square means what? For was 1600 minus 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4 into what? 1, 2. Okay, these two cancels. So 16 1000 minus 1600. Okay, so 10,000 minus 1600. Then what do you say? 8,400 by what? 100. So it's a percent, correct? This is what? 84%. So the option A is correct. Question: a stationary particle breaks into two parts of masses are mentioned, MA and MB. Okay. So with their velocities are VA and VB. Stationary particle, let it be, it's a bomb. Okay. This is what exploded into the two fragments. First one is what? This is A, this is what? B. Its mass is MA, its mass is what? MB. Velocity is VA, velocity is VB. It's based on what? What is the concept? The concept is what? Conservation of momentum. Yes, it's a conservation of momentum. Yes. So conservation of momentum. So vectorially the magnitude of P1 bar and P2 bar both are same. Initial momentum is equals to final momentum. Yes. So it's what? MA, next one, VA bar is equals to MB VB bar. Yes. So it's a vectorially. That's what? MA VA is equals to MB VB. MA by MB is equals to VB by VA is the situation. Now what is asking from this? Here kinetic energy of B by kinetic energy of A. So kinetic energy of B by kinetic energy of A. Kinetic energy of B, kinetic energy formula half mv square, half mb vb square by half ma va square. So half common. So this is what? It's a half is cancelled. So then what? MB by MA. MB by MA into what? It's a VB square by VA square. So here we written as this MB by MA is what? VA by VB. So this is what? VA by VB into what? VB square by VA square. Okay, one VB cancel, VA cancel. So the answer is what? VB by VA. So the option A is correct. An artillery piece of mass M1. Artillery piece means what? It's a weapon. So which is used in the field of defense. Okay. So artillery piece of mass M1 fires a shell of its mass is M2. So this is what artillery piece. Next one is M1 and M2 are given. Instantaneously after, this is not ring, it's a firing. It's what? Firing. After firing, the ratio of kinetic energy of artillery and that of the shell is what? This is the, so the picture for that. Now artillery piece means what? When it is fired, so this is your momentum when it moves, means what? This is the artillery piece. Next one is about the shell. Okay, so this is what? Initial momentum is equals to final momentum. When it is fired, as you know, it gives kicks back like. So this is what? P initial is equals to what? It's a P final. Okay. So momentum is conserved. Momentum is conserved means what? Magnitude of momentum for the first one is equals to second one. Okay. Of their magnitudes. Yes. So kinetic energy Ke is equals to P square by 2m. This is what? Ke is equals to P square by 2m. So kinetic energy P is equals to what you say? It's a constant. So then we can use about this kinetic energy is inversely proportional to mass of this particle. So then what? Ke is inversely proportional to m. So Ke1 by Ke2 is equals to, it's a m2 by m1. Okay. So Ke1 means what? First one is given about this artillery piece. Ke of artillery piece. So by Ke of, this is shell. Okay. Shell is equals to mass of shell by mass of artillery piece. Okay. So this is about the shell mass and this one is what? It's a artillery piece. So shell mass is what? M2 by, it's a M1. So the ratio of kinetic energies, so ratio of kinetic energy of the artillery to what? Shell. Artillery piece to shell is what? It's a M2 by M1. Option B is correct. A body of mass, the mass of the body is what? It's a M. M is equals to 2 kg, begins to move under the action of time dependent force. It's a time dependent force means what? The force is as a function of time. This is mentioned. Okay. The power delivered by the force. So power delivered by the force is what? It's a power P is equals to F bar dot V bar is our key concept. So here we can check it. This is F bar is equals to 6t I cap plus 6t square j cap Newton. F is what? MA bar. MA bar is equals to 6t I cap plus 6t square. It's a j cap. 6t I cap plus 6t square j cap. Okay. So then what? A bar is equals to, mass value is what? It's a 2 is equals to 6t I cap plus 6t square j cap by what? It's a 2. So A means what? It's a dV by dt is equals to 3t I cap plus 3t square. It's a j cap. So dV is equals to, we can write 3t I cap plus 3t square j cap times of what? It's a dt. So dv is what? It's a v is equals to integration over 3t I cap dt plus, so integration over 3t square. So dt, it's a j cap. So you can write now, this is what v is equals to, vectorially v bar is equals to, okay. So v bar is equals to 3 times of t I cap means what? T square by 2, okay. This is what I cap plus 3. It's a t square means what? It's a t cube by 3. This is what? It's a j cap, okay. So this will become as what? V bar is equals to, okay. So this is 3 and 3 cancel. We can write 3 by 2 t square I cap plus t cube. It's a j cap. This is what? Velocity vector. So now you bring this one, power. So power P is equals to F bar dot V bar. So F bar is given is what? It's a 6t I cap plus 6t square j cap. So dot product of, then what you say, 3 by 2 t square I cap plus, it's a t cube j cap. So this P is equals to, so 6 into 3 by 2, so t into t square, it's a t cube, so plus, next one, 6t cube and 2, 60 power 5, okay. So 2 ones, 2 threes, then P is equals to 9t cube plus 6t power 5 is the answer. This is what measured in a watt. So the answer is what? 6t cube, 9t cube, 6t power 5. 9t cube, 6t power 5. Option D is correct. If a rubber ball falls from a height, if a rubber ball falls from a height h, this is the height. So is what? Height is given as h. Up to a rebounds to a height is h by 2. The percentage loss in total energy of the initial system as well as velocity of the ball before striking the ground, okay. So first one, this is, it's based on the condition, here is the ball is dropped from certain height, okay. So then this is the ground, the ball rebounds back, it rebounds back. So this height is what? It's a h. H is the height of the ball dropped from here. What is the velocity? Here initial velocity u is equals to 0, okay. And rebounds back to a height is what? It's a h by 2. This is h by 2. So what is the velocity before colliding this surface? Okay, the velocity is what? First one, if you talk about, this is what you can use the either conservation of mechanical energy, otherwise, so velocity v square minus u square is equals to 2as from any equation of motion we can. So like, so this is what? V square minus u square is equals to 2as. So v square minus 0 is equals to 2g. S means what? H. V square is equals to 2gh. V is equals to under root of 2gh. So this is the velocity before striking the ground at this point. Okay. So now what is the kinetic energy initial? Kinetic energy initial is equals to, okay, half mv square. V square means what? Root cancel, it's a 2gh. 2 cancel. So kinetic energy initial is equals to mgh. This is what? Initial kinetic energy. Okay. Striking the ground means what? Potential energy is converting into what? It's a kinetic energy. Decreasing potential energy is equals to increasing kinetic energy. Anyone we can use this one. And next one is about, so what is the velocity of this one? So velocity after the rebounds, okay. So what will be the velocity after rebounds? Velocity after rebounds, okay. So after rebounds, so velocity whenever it rebounding, then what is the formula for this velocity? Just now we got it as V is equals to under root of 2gh. This V means what? With what velocity body is projected like this, which is initial one, right? So this is V is equals to under root of 2g into h means h by 2, 2 cancel, under root of what? G into h. This is what? It's a velocity. Okay. So what is the kinetic energy after rebounds? Ke final is equals to half mv square. This is equals to half m into v square means what? It said gh. So this is what? mgh, half mgh. Okay. So what is the loss in kinetic energy? Means what? Percentage loss in total energy. Total energy. What is the percentage loss in total energy? That total energy delta TE by TE, we can write it. So this is what? Total energy final minus total energy initial by total energy initial into what? It's a 100. So total energy final is what we got it as. So this is what? Kinetic energy mgh by 2 minus, so mgh initial one is what? It's a mgh by what? This is what? mgh. So would become as into 100. What do you say? Now minus, yes, minus. So mgh by 2 by what? It's a mgh into what? 100. These two terms will be cancelled. Minus 50% is the answer. So what is the velocity before collision? The velocity before collision is what? Under root of 2gh. And what is the percentage loss? Minus. So that's what it's a 50%. And next one is 50% and under root of 2gh. This is not correct one. So 50% and next one, what is the velocity? Under root of 2gh. Option D is correct.